Yo, what up? How's everybody doing? For those who don't know me, I'm Diesel Tyme. I'm a lifelong wrestling fan, and I had the pleasure of returning to the arena in Mexico City to see CMLL for the first time in like maybe 15 years. I don't know what I've been doing in between. And this video is all about the pros, many outweighing the handful of cons. Really not even a big deal at the end of the day, so let's get right into the pros. I went with a friend of mine who I met out there. I bought the tickets. They were, I don't know, like $28 roughly on the credit card, and that includes the taxes and the fees. And then transportation to get there was like 50 cents there and back. And then the beer, big old liter, whole jug of beer, lasted the whole show, was like $8 American, give or take. So the pricing was way better than what I paid to see the WWE versus AAA Worlds Collide event, which was like $43 just for the ticket, and then you got fees, and then you got taxes, and then you got the Uber ride. I didn't take another one back, man. I took the bus. All in all, I spent maybe close to $100 on that. Even buying a ticket for a friend, I spent less than just the ticket without the fees. Whew, maybe 35 altogether with transportation and everything. Plus I bought a shirt, so maybe 40. I didn't get any luxuries at the AAA. No beer, no shirt, just the lift there, the bus ride back, and the ticket price. Man, more than double to see the WWE versus AAA in my hometown. So yeah, the price was a big factor. I mentioned the transportation. Dude, it was like 2 or 3 blocks from 2 different metro stations. Take your pick. We got off at what we thought was the wrong one, and it turns out it didn't matter because it was still like the same distance. Boom. Metro is super frequent, super affordable. I highly recommend taking the Metro in Mexico City if you're not like, oh my God, the Metro. Forget it. You wait 2 minutes. It costs like 25 cents each way. It is awesome, and it's right there next to the arena. When you get there, outside there's vendors. I mentioned I bought a t-shirt. They had masks, they had action figures, t-shirts obviously, probably all kinds of other goodies. If I had more money to spend, I had like 48 hours left in my trip. I didn't want to blow it all, so I spent, wow, $6 on a t-shirt. Ooh, but you know, it was 100 pesos out of what I had left, so it was proportionately, you know, trying to save my pennies here. Now let's get into the match. It took a little bit of time. We were sitting there waiting. There's no entertainment while you wait. You know, we're just talking to each other about whatever. And then finally, the announcer comes on. They do their little spiel. Everybody, get ready to rumble and all that. And then from there, it's just match after match after match, hardly no pauses in between. Not like the WWE, the WrestleMania everyone's talking about. It's like 3 hours of ads and 1 hour of wrestling. No, this is just pure wrestling from the moment the announcer finished their deal. You had the minis come out, some 2 out of 3 matches with the ladies, 3-on-3 tag, triple threat. There's like a tournament that was going on. So you had these 2 baby faces, which was not the best because, you know, you want the heel versus the baby face, but whatever, it's part of this big tournament. A triple threat match that was really fun where the 2 heels were ganging up on the baby face who eventually got over. And then finally, Mystico was in a triple threat match in the main event, and it was fun to see Mystico get the win over, I think, a couple of heels as well. The pacing of each match took up about the right amount of time so that by the time it was all over, I was finishing my beer, and you know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours had gone by, and I was ready to go home. It was the perfect little Friday night out. Highly recommend going to the arena. A few more pros before we get into the cons. There were some hilarious fans. For those of you who aren't familiar, there's like this certain cadence. It's almost like a song that you do. You think of like the most ridiculous, sometimes grotesque thing you can say, and the da 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 da. There's a certain way of doing it, and oh my God, certain people just come out with the most ridiculous, like, it catches you by surprise. You can't help but laugh. Your Spanish has to be quick. Mine isn't perfect. That's why I'm kind of just doing the cadence. I can't do it the way they do it. It won't do it justice, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, we were sitting right behind this dude who was dropping bangers all night. So that was dope. And then just the whole scale of it. It wasn't this giant coliseum. It was an arena, but it was packed. There was no empty seats. It was completely sold out, and it had enough energy packed in this small space to feel like a big event. It was also small enough to feel like, all right, there's a community of people. We're not being overwhelmed by the sheer mass of it. It's just filled to capacity with people who are excited to be here. Let's finish it off with the highlight of the match. I mentioned the babyface versus babyface in the tournament match. I'm smart enough to know that these two babyfaces, at the end of the match, they're going to shake hands and raise each other's arms and show respect. Oh, this guy's great. No, he's great. He's a great loser. Well, he's a great winner. Yeah, let's both sniff each other's farts for a minute. I know this is going to come, so I planned this in advance. There had already been some beso chant. During the triple threat match, there was a beso de tres chant going on. That was in the air. As soon as the match ended, I started with the beso, beso, beso. So that by the time they started shaking each other's hands, the whole row, the whole section, beso, beso, beso. And then by the time like they're raising each other's arms and like, you know, and glorious, look at us, the whole like multiple sections, beso, beso, beso. If you don't speak Spanish, it's kiss, kiss, kiss. So we tell these, you know, two guys who are trying to be respectful and sportsmanly, like, forget all that. If you're going to be like that, you might as well kiss each other. That was definitely the highlight of the night. Having the wherewithal to know this moment is coming and I can kind of rile it up to get that crescendo is, wow, chef's kiss. Those are the pros. The con was really the view. We got balcony seats. If you sit too far back, there's this overhang that will like block the view. So you don't want to be sitting too far back. So we kind of prioritized the depth of where we were and went a little too far around. We went too far so that we couldn't see the entrances. The arena runway and like the entrance was blocking our view. So we saw them coming down the ramp, but we didn't see them come out and do their like, look at me, We didn't see the like hype up the crowd moment. You could see them coming out of the entrance, walking down the stairs with their gear on, their like entrance coats and masks and whatever, the extra coattail stuff. And then by the time we see them walking down the ramp, they would be in just their wrestling gear. So they would do the like rah-rah for the crowd, take that off, and then we wouldn't see none of it. That was, you know, we made the mistake of going a little too far towards the entranceway, but also they have these poles, they're like maybe as thick as my wrist, that support the overhang. We were sitting right, it's like dead center. You can see in the videos, I'm like leaning one way to the other to get around the post to try to keep the action in view on a lot of the shots. If we had just showed up maybe 10 or 20 minutes earlier, we probably could have gone closer in the center of two poles and not, you know, directly in front of one. Those are the kind of all view related. It comes inherent with the arena and how it was built who knows how long ago, and I don't know if they'll ever fix that. Yeah, recommendation, if you're gonna go, show up early to get good seats or buy early enough that you can get floor seats. I was trying to get them. It was relatively sold out at the time. I don't know if they ever sold these seats. One here and then like a row in front, but 5 seats over would be the next open seat, or 2 rows down and 3 over. So if I wanted to talk to my friend, I had to shout across multiple, like that's not happening. Yeah, buy your tickets early or just show up early if you're gonna do the balcony seat. Yeah, have a good time. It is a good time to just get loud, cheer for the good guys and boo the bad guys. I don't know, what did I say? Cheer the bad guys. Do what you want, man. Cheer the good guys or the bad guys. Another thing before I leave is there's no announcer. When you watch on TV, you have the people kind of feeding you the story. You have to kind of figure it out as you watch. So it was pretty easy to pick up on, these are the heels, these are the baby faces, the rudos and the technicals, if you want to say it in Spanish. Good versus evil. It's very clear just from the visual cues, and so you're kind of left to tell a story in your own mind. Just another difference from watching it on television. I highly recommend, if you're traveling in Mexico City or in Guadalajara, to check out the CMLL live. I've been your boy Diesel Tyme. If you are a wrestling fan, Lucha Libre fan, check out the website. I have KALACA gear, I have KALACA comics, I have original art. Here's a little preview of issue number 1. This is the heel and the babyface going at it, and the hero just pouring out some liquor because he's being a good role model. What can I say? That's KALACA Life After Death by your boy Diesel Tyme. Like and subscribe for more, and have a good one. Peace.